Hi and welcome back to my channel. This is Soul Guidance Tarot for the Water Sign Collective between the 28th of June and the 5th of July, with bonus readings for a little bit of time that I missed during this new moon in Cancer in my 12th house and Neptune retrograding or stationing retrograde in my 8th. So let's get into it. All right, now Cancer, you had the new moon, of course, and the sun's now in your first house, and you've got Pluto retrograding in your 7th of relationship, Saturn retrograding in your 8th, and you have, of course, Neptune retrograding in your 9th. So between the new moon being in your first house, giving you a re-identification of who and what and where you want to go is what I want to say. Especially with Neptune in the 9th. Neptune retrograding in the 9th, though, it's a whole reanalysis of your philosophy of life. And I feel the new, being that Neptune was stationed retrograde during the new moon, it really amplified that energy for you, you know, gave you a deeper perspective on how you want to be in this life, and what beliefs you hold and how they are either limiting you or projectiling you forward. You know, you got the 9 of Cups here, Cancer, so that's beautiful energy. Very, very happy with where you are right now. I just heard, no, I'm not. All right, so if you're not, well, how can we make it better? How can you make it better? Yeah, shifting perspective, Neptune retrograding in your 9th. This isn't about positive thinking or any of that bullshit. This is about alchemy here at this channel. How can you repolarize yourself to a much more vibrant way of being? 222 on the clock. Joyful, having fun. Like the Knight of Wands is like a lot of fun. Yeah. So let's have a look. What messages do we have for Cancer, please, between the 28th of June and the 5th of July? First card out, 2 of Wands. So what was I saying about looking at which direction you want to be and how you want to be? Second card is the 9 of Wands, 9 of Pentacles, sorry, and this card wants to come out as well. This is the Wheel of Fortune. Beautiful. So very much re-identifying with how you want to be more patient with your manifestations coming in as well. I feel here with the 2 of Wands, the 9 of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. It's like giving your trust and your faith over to divine timing and actually really owning that, but also knowing that the only thing that you can control is within yourself, right? So if you want to drop shit from the past, you're going to drop it off and lighten your load and move forward, and making a decision to move forward, knowing that you're fully supported by the universe and knowing that you will reap the benefits and rewards of all of your efforts put in. There's some very fixed energy, of course, with the World card here as well. The Wheel of Fortune, sorry. Yeah, Cancer, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius and Taurus energies on this card as well, Cancer. So where is the fixed energy in your natal chart, you know, and how is that playing out right now? We've got Uranus in Taurus, so which house is that in for you? You know, which house is Leo in? Which house is Aquarius in for you? Which house is Scorpio in for you, you know, like in your natal chart and your progress chart, because that will show you areas of your life where you're cemented or you find it difficult to shift and alchemize because you're very you become rigid in those areas, right? So 2 of Wands to 9 of Pentacles. you've got a lot of, and with the Wheel of Fortune as well, like just on a career note, I feel like that it's all coming in for you once you've made your decision. Yeah, to know your value and your worth, and to know what you bring to the world, because I feel like this gives me the vibe, these 3 cards gives me the vibe of like the world is beginning to open up, you know, the world open up a lot more for you as you open your perspective, yeah, to absorb all of that. The underlying energies is the 2 of Cups, to the Page of Wands, beautiful, to the 4 of Pentacles, the 5 of Swords, oh here we go, 7 of Pentacles, to the 5 of Cups, the 3 of Cups, the 10 of Pentacles, to the Star, and the last card is the 6 of Wands. Yeah, so you are looking with this Wheel of Fortune and trusting in divine timing and knowing that the wheel will turn when it's good and ready. You are really hoping for a brand new beginning with somebody that you really love, that you cherish, that's your equal, somebody that you can't let go of, somebody that has been on your mind a lot and that you're thinking about all the past hurts that you caused to one another. And I feel with the going from this 4 of Pentacles and the 5 of Swords, it was like you couldn't let go of certain events that took place, and there was this over analysis of the heartache. So that, I feel like that's what may be coming up in this next week. That's the underlying theme of what was holding you back from embodying this 2 of Wands and 9 of Pentacles energy, you know. And I feel that's why you're just leaving it up to the fates and trusting that the wheel will turn in divine timing and when it is meant to be. I can see that you do really want a new start with this person regardless of all of this bullshit that took place. However, you go into the 3 of Cups, the 10 of Pentacles and the Star card. So I feel that, as I was saying about a career glow up, I feel that once you reconcile, forgive and let go of all of this sort of energy, that's when you'll get, like, this gives me fame vibes as well, like you're celebrating like a launch of a business or a company, or you know, your business is flourishing now, Cancer. I feel that with the going from the 5 of Cups to the 3 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles, it's reinstating a more joyful, harmonious stability. And that is what is offering you the healing, but also the glow up as well, because the 6 of Wands is super successful. And you have the Tower underneath that with the Death card to the Strength. So definitely shifting, a massive surrender to the universe, a massive shifting of paradigm and dropping the ego. These are both ego cards, yeah? So whatever you were holding on to the past, holding on to from the past, Cancer, yeah, this card doesn't want to give it up, yeah? You're holding on to all of this mental minutia and over-analysis of how many different ways your heart was broken. You know, you've got to stop that, because that's holding you and anchoring you to a past timeline. And once you realize that, you free yourself up and bring yourself into this, to a more grounded stability here in the 10 of Pentacles. And you've got to remember it is a closeout of a cycle as well. And then you have the Star card. Are there any other messages, please, for Cancer at this time? They're just saying forgiveness does a lot, Cancer. Like when you can truly forgive somebody and yourself as well, you know, and leave the past in the past where it belongs, you feel so much lighter and you can move forward into the desired reality that you wish for. And I feel that's the epiphany that you're going to be having this week, yeah? Yeah, because yes, you have the Tower here and the Death card. However, I feel with both the 6 of Wands and the Strength, it's just telling me that it's a massive dissolving of any ego, you know, on either end of the spectrum that was holding you back, yeah? Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, it's surrendering into what you needed to let go of, yeah, is what I feel, Cancer. So expect that to come in this week and play as much as you can. Yeah. Embody this Three of Cups, joyful energy. Know as well that you are so supported by the universe, and the universe wants to give you your dream. You just have to allow it to come in, all right? Seriously, because it's there. Yeah. You know that you want the brand new beginning with the person that you had this past thing with. However, at the same time, if you don't drop it, like drop the hurt and all the reanalysis paralysis that you put yourself in because of how hurt you were, you're not going to alchemize that. Yeah. And that's what you need to do, is you need to transmute that into more love and into more compassion and understanding and acceptance in order for you to truly let it go. Drop the suitcase off in the quantum, drop your baggage off in the quantum, you know, and free yourself of worrying too much, stressing about shit you can't control, feeling guilty about things that happened in the past. You're the only one who gives a fuck. So why are you burdening yourself? You know, like, make peace, forgive the person, and make peace with the person in yourself, right? And then that will be reflected outwardly, and then you will be able to come into this energy after making it and dropping all of this shit to come into this. Okay? And it is going to be successful. Yeah? It's just a massive paradigm shift for you to realize that that pincer grip that you have as a Cancerian onto everything that's hurt you. Yes, it's fueled your growth, you know, you've used it as a growth tool. However, there are still some things within you somatically that you haven't really truly forgiven and that you haven't really truly let go of. So until you can do that, yeah, you're going to perpetuate this sort of energy. So just be wary of that coming into this week, okay, Cancer? And I feel to leave it there. I'll do a bonus now for the week, or for the 24th to the 30th that I missed because I needed some time off, because if you've jumped on the timestamp, this new moon was in my 12th house and Neptune stationed retrograde in my 8th. So it was really big energies. So can I please have, we'll do a couple of shuffles. Can I please have some cards for Cancer, for what they've been integrating during this 24th to the 30th? King of Wands, straight off the bat. That's beautiful. So you have been making the right action steps toward it. Perhaps the reading that's coming in for the week that I just finished up is actually integration of that awareness that I picked up about dropping it all off in the quantum, you know, and really liberating yourself. Because the King of Wands has the salamanders on his cloak and in the background, and they're eating their tails, and that means that the wisdom has been fully integrated. 2 cards, please, Spirit. Thank you. Yeah, the 3 of Wands. You had the 2 of Wands, you got the 3 of Wands here, so you've made a decision. Yeah. And now it's like, okay, it's all coming in, and that's okay. So you just had 5 cards flick out, the Queen of Cups as well. So considering the reading that we just did, a lot of it was in channel, so I can't really remember it. However, this is very much backing that up, of that energy of, yeah, I'm trusting in the divine flow of things, and I'm trusting in my heart. I know it's all coming in for me. And you've got the Knight of Wands, the Moon, the Lovers, and the 9 of Wands. So what was I talking about? Like somebody from the past who was younger than you, probably had some secrets going on as well, wasn't completely open, that, you know, somebody that you love very dearly, that you're like, yeah, I don't want to think about that shit from the past anymore. Yeah. And that's the underlying energies. You can't make this up. They all fell out, stuck together. So if you're dealing with somebody who has Gemini, Cancer, Saggy, Leo energy, is what I'm picking up. I feel like what you're integrating is this new awareness of, yeah, if I can just let the past be the past, for once in my life, I can move forward into a brand new beginning. And that's where I think this Two of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, World, Wheel of Fortune is coming in, because you're so open now to surrendering to the universe of, if it's meant to be, it's going to be. There's nothing I can do about it, so I fight it anymore by holding on and harboring bullshit from the past, you know, is what I want to say. I feel it's really beautiful, Cancer. So I'm going to wrap it up there. And reverse the sexes as well. Like, you know, there's kings and queens and pages and all that, and knights. You know, like feminines, masculines, like reverse the sexes as you need. Yeah. There's plans to be made. I feel is what you're being focusing on. Yeah. For your future. So I really look forward to hearing how that resonates for this week, as well as how it ends up resonating for the week coming in, Cancer. Please remember to check your sun, moon or rising, your progressed sun, moon or rising as well. It's just as important. And if you wish for a one-on-one with me, check out the Book Online's page for live Zoom meetings or recorded consultancy offerings in the consult store. And thank you so much for being here. I wish you a beautiful week. I know you're going to get through it. You're there. You're there on the precipice, and now you've just got to take the step over the threshold and create that as your new way of being for the reality that you want to create, okay? So well done, Cancer. Thank you again for being here. Thank you so much, and I will catch you on the next reading. Oh, and before I go, Cancer, I forgot. I pulled some songs off of YouTube Music, just some random playlist that it opened up to. It's not one of mine or any songs that I listen to. And the song that you got, Cancer, was called Nothing Else by Angus and Julia Stone. Sorry, Angus and Julia Stone. So I've linked it below. Cancer, go and check out the lyrics and listen to the song there, because that will have messages for you also, okay? So yeah, thank you so much again for being here, and I'll catch you on the next video. All right, so next up is Scorpio, and I just got the Two of Swords as a cut for you, Scorpio. All right, so Scorpio, I pulled some songs off of YouTube Music as I was getting prepared to do the air sign and water sign videos tonight. And Scorpio, your song is called Enough to Believe by Bob Moses, and that has some, go and listen to that after this read and check out the lyrics, because that song has some messages for you. It's not one of my playlists, like this isn't music I listen to. This and the High Priestess, beautiful. Two of Swords for the High Priestess. That's actually really nice. That's like gives me navigating the dark chasm of the abyss of the Plutonian underworld that you can sometimes live in. Yeah, not my playlists, not my songs, like just some random, yeah, YouTube music. To the Tower, beautiful. So I actually really like this energy for you, Scorpio, because the Tower is ruled by Uranus as well, and that's the North Node is coming to conjunct that. So the Two of Swords and the High Priestess gives me the vibe of you navigating your way in the dark by using your sixth sense. Like you are just completely trusting in your intuition. Excuse me. I've had some cacao. Yum, yum, yum. And anyway, so it gives me the vibe that, yeah, you're completely trusting your intuition. You're allowing the Tower to come down where it needs to come down, and not getting in your own way. However, the Two of Swords, oh, and then the World, beautiful. Brand new cycles beginning. Closeouts of cycles, perhaps that's what the Tower's for. Yeah. So, I'm already bringing messages through. So the Two of Swords to the High Priestess and then the Tower as well could be and seen as a not so great message, because it could mean that you're blocking off your intuition by not keeping your heart open. Yeah. And bringing the Tower down yourself because you're not trusting in your intuition. Yeah, because if you block your heart off, that's your connection to source. Yes, it's the crown chakra too. However, for our intuition to work, we need to be a clear conduit, yeah, a clear channel. So if you're closing your heart off, you're not receiving all of the messages as you would if you had kept your heart open, okay, Scorpio? So the World to the Eight of Pentacles. Beautiful. Seeing a new way through, they just said, Scorpio. So this new moon, by the way, and the Cancer new moon was in your 9th, okay? Pluto retrogrades in your 3rd right now. Saturn is retrograding in your 4th, just as we pull the Four of Pentacles. You got to learn to let go, they're saying, Scorpio. And Neptune is retrograding in your 5th. So thank you so much. They just said, Scorpio, that you're going to be really changing the way that you dress and the way you're like, there's something like with this Neptune retrograding in the 5th, it's like you're shaking things up, like gives me whole new wardrobe vibes. Yeah, and the moon card as well. But new moon in the 9th for you, Scorpio. I feel that's maybe what this Two of Swords, High Priestess Tower energy was. It gave you a completely different perspective to what you had been previously holding. Perhaps that's what's assisted you to close the cycle out and focus on what's important to you in your life right now, being the Eight of Pentacles. What are you committed to? What are you working toward? Things like that, all right? Yeah. And then Neptune retrograding in your 5th. Yeah, it just gives me this like a fashion show vibe, like of, yeah, I'm going to go out and buy a whole different bunch of outfits and change my look completely and all that sort of thing. So expect there to be a lot of attention on you when you do that, is what I want to say. Yeah, because you've got good taste, Scorpio. We can't deny that, you know. It's always like, I just heard the words avant-garde. Okay, I don't know what that means off the top of my head. I can't picture it. However, yeah, you've got a unique style sense, yeah, Scorpio. But you always look very well put together, mysterious and alluring, and you just like, you ooze that, you know. So the way in which you dress, no matter how you change it up, it's not going to take away from your divine essence, you know. And I feel it's only going to the way in which you dress, just your avatar, your vessel, it's only going to amplify that more. So have fun. All right, so what cards do we have for Scorpio, please? For the week of the 28th to the 5th, the first card out is the Nine of Cups. So pretty happy here. Oh, and then the second card out is the Eight of Swords. Just bear with me a moment. Let's get a third card out here and we'll get some messages. Okay, third card, please, for the week of 28th. Whoa! All right. So you've got this card that wants to come out here, but then there's one that flew over on the floor there. It's the Three of Cups. Just bear with me one moment. I'll be right back. Okay, cool. All right, so let's put these back. Oh, this one as well. All right, there's this one wants to come out too. Okay, so, oh, the Hanged Man, the Three of Cups, and the Knight of Cups. All right, so I'll just fix this deck. We'll have a look at the underlying energies in a moment. Okay, Nine of Cups, Eight of Swords to the Hanged Man. Yeah, I think this week coming in for you is going to be a recalibration of, as I was saying with those cards coming out at the start, it's all about your perspective, man. Man or woman, masculine, feminines, whichever energy you resonate with, all of the above. Nine of Cups, Eight of Swords, Hanged Man, and then you've got the Three of Cups and the Knight of Cups. I feel you're reassessing where you were happiest most, is what I want to say. With this Eight of Swords to Hangman, you've been put on a pause, or you're about to be put on a pause, so that you can reassess what was making you happy, yeah, and what truly makes you happy. That's what you're looking at this week. And I feel like with that energy, that new moon energy and the sun now in your ninth, that's ruled by Sagittarius and Jupiter, which is all philosophy and higher understanding and a higher octave of consciousness. Yeah. And I feel that's what you're being offered here. That's why you're in the Eight of Swords. You're going to surrender in the Eight of Swords and become the Hanged Man to absorb all of the wisdom and gnosis that the universe is attempting to impart on you on what was making you happy. Yeah, this is your key focus for this week. Yeah, and then to the Three of Cups and the Knight of Cups. So either you're going to be getting an offer coming in because you've raised your vibration and you're owning what it is that makes you happy and joyful, especially with Neptune retrograding in your fifth. They're just telling me 18th and 19th of April this year is that just happened, is very relevant. Or perhaps it was April of 2018 or April of 2019. Like, you're looking back to those sorts of dates as well, of like, where were you having the time of your life, you know, and now you're attracting that vibe back into your reality. I feel, Scorpio, that, yeah, either you're making an offer or someone's making an offer to you this week coming in for sure. Yep. Okay. Underlying energies is the Three of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles to the Page of Swords. I'm just getting massive chills right now. Death, Wheel of Fortune, Three of Swords, King of Wands, Ten of Swords, Ten of Pentacles to the Ten of Wands. That's 3 tens in a row, guys. To the Ace of Cups. I was waiting for it because, as I was saying, you are attracting somebody in. I can feel it, Scorpio. Yeah. Three of Wands to the Nine of Pentacles. You are sitting pretty. Yeah, so you're working through some shit, but when are you not, Scorpio? And so long as you take a higher macro perspective of it, send the messages out to whom you need to send them out to. Yeah, because this is your card, don't forget, as well. So if you need to be sending messages to people to help turn the wheel, to heal a heartbreak that either you caused or that a King of Wands caused for you, you'll close out this cycle tenfold on all realms. Yeah? Physical, financial, and mental. And you'll close out the cycle, and then you'll get back into the Ace of Cups, and the Three of Pentacles is under that, and then you can start planning for that future. Yeah, the Queen of Swords is underneath that as well. So you're very, very clear, Scorpio. You will be by the end of this week. Let's put it that way, all right? If you're not already. Because you have these massive closeouts happening here. But there's this Page of Swords, Death, Wheel of Fortune. It's just giving me the vibe of, you know, this week you're going to be seeing a macro level perspective once you've freed yourself from this self-imposed prison. Because you'll be clear on what it is that makes you happy. And I feel that if you're not offering, I feel perhaps, Scorpio, you might be offering somebody something to help heal and move the healing process through for this King of Wands person. And then you've got the 3 tens here. Yeah, so you're ending self-sabotage. You're ending self-betrayal by closing out the cycle of where you were not emotionally fulfilled and overburdening yourself with past hurts, past things that you didn't want to reconcile. And Scorpio, this is no shade. However, you kind of do that. Yeah. And I've got Mars in Scorpio and Jupiter in Scorpio, so I can so resonate. Like, Scorpios will harbor grievances and not share them. And I feel that's why it's so important that the Page of Swords and the Death card is here, is because it's like an airing out of your truth, right? So that you can move the wheel forward and help heal your heart that this King of Wands caused. Or you can help heal the heart of the King of Wands in your life. Because once you drop all this, yeah, of where you weren't happy, right? Because the only 10 that isn't out is the 10 of Cups, yeah? So think of that as well. Then you get the Ace of Cups. Yeah, and then when you're in your heart, that's when you can start planning for the future that you are so clear on, that you know that you can create, right? That you're successfully going toward. Once your head and heart are in alignment and you're not harboring anything from the past. Please go and watch the Cancer reading. That has messages for you, okay? This is a card for Cancer. You are going into the Nine of Swords, Strength, Nine of Wands to the Fool. So again, more closeout energy with the 2 9s there. This is a lot of dropping the ego stuff as well. So that 2 of Swords, High Priestess, Tower at the very beginning, that's the paradigm shift. Yeah. It's like stop harboring crap from the past and free yourself. And that's what the Cancer reading was about. So definitely go and check that out, Scorpio. Are there any other messages here for Scorpio, please? For this week? They're just saying be detached to the outcome, and that might help you as well release a lot. I feel you focus a lot on what the outcome will be. If you continue to focus on the outcome and then it doesn't happen, you'll be disappointed. However, if you just speak your truth, right? Surrender and speak your truth. And just be like open to whatever happens is meant to happen. You have to trust that, right? It's just the way it is. Okay, Scorpio? I feel that's when this will come in. Yeah? They're saying that the Hanged Man is serving you right now for this next week, right? So listen to the divine guidance no matter what they say. Like, no matter how uncomfortable the truth is, okay? Yeah, it will serve you in the long run, trust me. All right, Scorpio? So I feel to leave it there. We'll do the bonus reading now between the 24th and 30th because I missed a few days with the new moon being in my 12th and Neptune stationing retrograde in my 8th. And yeah, we're going to have a look to see what advice you have to integrate this to ensure that all of this runs smoothly, okay? And what you've been working through already. What advice does Scorpio need to finish up the processes that they found themselves in during the new moon and Neptune stationing retrograde between the 24th and the 30th? Yeah, the Sun card. Yeah, so having more fun. Yeah, you did start off with the 9 of Cups, remember, as well for this week. All right, so 2 cards, please. 1 and second card. Woo, beautiful. It just fell on the floor. All right, and we'll look at the underlying energies at the moment. The first card out is the 2 of Wands. Beautiful. So really, as I was saying, like getting very clear on with this new moon and sun now in your 9th, getting very clear on what you want to be doing and where you want to be going and what visions you want to hold. The card that fell on the floor, just one moment, please. I'll be right back. Oh, yay. Aimer. Oh, my goodness. Oh my goodness, it's the Devil card, Scorpio. So, releasing yourself from limitations. What was I just saying in that last reading? Yeah, as soon as you drop the limitations and harboring of the obsession of this is what happened in the past, please go and watch the Cancer reading as well. Yeah, Capricorn energies that you might be dealing with, Scorpio. However, I feel this is your energy that we're picking up on right now. I feel, okay, cool. Underlying energies, you got a lot of clarity around it. About how you were holding yourself back. Yeah. You were chaining yourself to the past. And that's what was stopping you. Yeah, and you've got clarity on that now. So yeah, straight into the 3 of Wands. The 2 of Swords. The Ace of Wands. The Knight of Swords, the 5 of Wands, the 7 of Swords. This is exactly what I was talking about. This 2 of Swords, Ace of Wands, Knight of Swords, 5 of Wands, Seven of Swords, this is all the underlying bullshit that you've been harboring about the past. So whether it was a Knight of Swords energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, you do have the Capricorn card out here as well, Scorpio. So perhaps, you know, you got really clear on which direction you wanted to go forward, and you'd realize now of that you were closed off, right? Because of all this shit that happened in the past. Remember, the Knight is going back to the left, yeah? And you'd rather be single than deal with the bullshit, but you got a lot of love there for that person. So that's why this Nine of Cups energy is here, is because you're actually admitting that shit to yourself finally. So, as I said, please go and watch the Cancer reading, yeah? Because we're dropping our baggage off in the quantum and we're liberating ourselves so we can move forward. And I feel that that's the precipice that you've been on, or that you are now integrating into this coming week, all right? So, yeah, big time. You're opening yourself up more and you're trusting. And this Queen of Cups energy, Scorpio, has been coming out for you since pretty much the beginning of me beginning Lunar Elements, which was a series I did on my older YouTube channel. Go and check it out. You've been encouraged to really own the truth of your heart since May of last year, you know. And with all of this Five of Wands, Seven of Swords, Knight of Swords energy, I feel there was somebody that you had a very, very strong sexual connection with, that you closed yourself off from, yeah, because of arguments, because of misunderstandings, because of, yeah, you need to look at the Gemini reading as well. That's coming through very strongly right now as well. Please check out the Gemini reading. That talks about miscommunications from frequencies of consciousness and of where people were at when they were communicating. So Gemini has messages for you as well as Cancer, okay? Scorpio, I really do hope that served. It feels very straightforward, to be honest with you. Yeah. It's sort of like it is what it is energy that you need to learn how to really embody, so that you can be detached enough to be open enough to allow the love and the connections in that you really want. Yeah? You have to drop all the shit from the past first though. Okay? It's the only way. All right. I love you, Scorpio. Thank you so much for being here. Remember to check your sun, moon, or rising, and your progressed sun, moon, and rising. It's just as important. And if you wish for a personal reading or consultation from me, just check out the links below. Go to the book online page if you want a FaceTime Zoom session with me, or go to the consult store if you wish for a recorded offering. Okay, there's a lot of different things available there, and it'd be an honor to serve, so definitely check it out. And thank you so much again for being here. I hope you have a good week. It's going to be beautiful. I know you can do it because you've been taking leaps and bounds this week. I've seen it in the energy, and I've seen it in the collective, and the Scorpios that I know personally. So yeah, well done and keep going. All right, thanks again, and I'll catch you on the next reading. Okay, so next up is Pisces. Ace of Pentacles, Pisces. Beautiful. All right, so Pisces, I went through YouTube music and just grabbed some random playlist. It's not my playlist, it's a YouTube playlist, and not even songs that I listen to or anything like that. Hierophant, Ace of Pentacles to Hierophant, beautiful energy. And I just intuitively selected songs for the signs. And your song for this week is She Don't Dance by Everyone You Know. I thought that was a very cool name for a band, Everyone You Know. Anyways, yeah, She Don't Dance. So go and check out the song and the lyrics. Nine of Pentacles, beautiful, Pisces. And yeah, that song has messages for you, Pisces. All right, so let's get into it. New moon and sun now in your 5th house. You have Pluto retrograding your 11th, Saturn retrograding your 12th, and of course Neptune retrograding in your 1st. And you had the 8 of Wands. Beautiful. Especially after the Ace of Pentacles there, as well as the first card out. Like, seriously, Pisces, this is a whole re-identification with your high priestess self. Yeah, with Neptune retrograding in your 1st. You're revisiting, and you're going to be revisiting back to February, March of 2021. Yeah, and I mean in the sense of you're going to look back and be like, whoa, like, not like that I've been connected this whole time, but like, look at how much I've grown and how much I've expanded myself and got myself out of situations and mindsets that I was in back when Neptune first hit 22 degrees of Pisces, you know, because it started retrograding, at 25. It's going to retrograde back to the 22nd by the 4th of December. So that's going to be playing out and beginning to play out as well. So maybe 8 of Swords, I was about to say, maybe look at your life on rewind a little bit in the sense of what you've overcome and when. And just, I want to say, Pisces, because it's your ruling planet going retrograde, okay, just pay attention to when it steps degrees. Yeah, so when it's on 25 now, when it reaches 20, like, pay attention to the day in which it hits 24. Where were you last time it was at 24 degrees, you know? And then when it steps to 23, you know, so pay attention to those steps, and I feel that will help you better traverse the energies of the retrograde for your ruling sign. Okay, and you just had the King of Wands come out too. All right, so what cards do we have, please, for the 28th and 5th of, the 5th of 28th of June, 5th of July for Pisces? Okay, this card, King of Pentacles. Beautiful, stable, secure energies, and these two want to come out. What are they? 5 of Pentacles, 6 of Swords. I love that for you, especially after the King of Pentacles. And I'll tell you why. Is because I feel this King of Pentacles energy that you feel in, right? The stability that you feel in. Yes, this week it's going to bring up self-worth shit. It's going to make you feel that you've been left out in the cold. However, it's going to also show you just how deep your faith runs, because you're going into the 6 of Swords, which is introspection and knowing that you can remove yourself from any mental mind frame whenever you feel. It feels very empowering, to be honest with you. Yeah, like that's the energy that it feels, you know? Yeah, and I just got chills then when I said that. Thank you so much, guides. All right, underlying energies is the High Priestess. Your card, Pisces, boom, boom. 7 of Wands to the Tower. Don't stress. The Wheel of Fortune, the Star, the King of Swords, the Ace of Cups. Hold on a second, to the 3 of Swords. Stay with me, to the Hanged Man. Another card for you, Pisces. To the Fool, and then the Page of Wands. Ta-da! See, it all turns around. Can only get better from the Tower, really. So, let's have a look at this. All right. Let me read. Okay. High Priestess to the 7 of Wands in the Tower. As we was talking about with this whole re-identification and remembering just who the fuck you are, like being the High Priestess you are, I called it right from the start of the read, you know, like remembering how powerful you are, remembering not just your power, but your gifts, your abilities, and like the wholeness of what makes you Pisces, yeah? Then the Tower as well. This is just that paradigm shift of really cementing in and owning that, yes, all things must change and all things will change for the better. This feels like glow up energy, but it also feels that like you're giving the healing the space and the time it needs to occur, is the vibe that it gives me here, especially surrounding this love that for a King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius type. I feel that if it hasn't ended, or I feel like this is underlying energies, right? So I feel like you're revisiting this energy. So I feel like that if there was something that broke your heart with regards to a King of Swords Tower moment energy, with things not working out to plan, I feel that that heartbreak's going to be mended completely with the higher perspective that another card of yours, Odin vibes as well, don't forget. So wolves and crows, very, very potent for you right now. You might want to look up the spiritual significance and symbolism of wolves and crows. And just Odin in himself, like he was a healer. You're going to get a different perspective on whatever this heartbreak was. I'm not feeling it was a person. And then you'll be ready to take the leap of faith required into the brand new. So that the Ten of Swords is under that. So you can finish that cycle off. Yeah. And come back into making more beautiful memories and remembering like your heart at its essence is what I want to say. Yeah. Not worrying about shit from the past anymore. That's coming up for nearly every single sign. Cancer, you might want to check out the Cancer reading as well. What other messages, please, do we have here for Pisces on this? They're just saying the Seven of Wands between the High Priestess and the Tower. You've got to surrender into that Tower moment so that the epiphany can take place. And I feel that, yeah, this week it's going to show you how to do that. Yeah, because the wheel turns, the Star comes, the King of Swords comes. So it gives me the vibe of, I'm with this Three of Swords as well. It also gives me the vibe of I'm not going to invest my heart and energy into anything that is anything less than divine. Yeah. I'm not going to invest my heart, my time, my energy into things that I know aren't going to come to fruition. And with the higher perspective that you're acquiring here in the Hanged Man, that will show you just how much faith you have in order to leap. I feel that's really beautiful, Pisces. Yeah, definitely. I also feel as well with the King of Pentacles and the, like, going from the King of Pentacles to the Five of Pentacles, Pisces. I just want to say budget. Set a budget for yourself, because you're going from a king to a five. So in financial aspects, that's like a decrease in income or a decrease in the flow of finances. So just watch your budget. I just want to say there as well, okay? They're saying it will pick back up again. However, because you've been working through all this stuff, it's like it's not blocked your energy or anything like that. However, if you don't have a full-time job and you work for yourself, like that will stagnate a flow of prosperity and wealth coming into your reality whilst you're working through your shadows, you know, because you won't be in such a high vibration, right, when you're working through some shit. So yeah, just go easy on yourself with that and don't even stress about it. Just make sure that you've got what you need to have covered, okay? So, what other messages is there? That's all? Okay, beautiful. Well, Pisces, I feel to leave it there then. I'll go into the bonus reading now. So between the 24th of June to the 30th of June, because I missed a few days there whilst I was having new moon in my 12th and Neptune station retrograde in my 8th. Page of Cups out, beautiful. So guidance on how Pisces can best complete this integration of the process that they've been going through with between the 24th and the 30th. Thank you. That was the Page of Swords that just fell on the floor. So do some writing, Pisces, and ground your butt, I just heard. And the second card out. Pardon me. All right. Pisces, Page of Swords, second card out, Judgment. Yep, so ground your butt. You're up with the angels right now, man. Ground yourself. Ground yourself. That's why you're starting off this week with the King of Pentacles. Yeah, because you need to ground your butt. Three of Pentacles is underlying energy to the Strengths, the Seven of Pentacles, the Temperance, the Justice, the Seven of Cups, and the Three of Wands to the Five of Swords, and the Two of Cups with the Queen of Swords. So there was a potential here of like wanting to plan certain things of the way in which you felt would be best. However, with the Page of Swords and the Judgment card here, and then you've got the Temperance. So you've got angels all around you guys. Seriously, like this is so beautiful. They're showing you that like there's a different option on your road to your Dharma. Yeah, yes, the Justice can be a card for karma. However, considering it's the Seven of Pentacles and the Three of Wands following it, this feels like Dharma energy more so than anything to me. And they said, stop worrying about the connection. Yeah, you're both very clear on which direction you want to go in. The new moon only cemented that. So don't even stress, okay? And you got the Ace of Swords after that, all right? Yeah. It's all coming through, so don't stress is what I'm being told right now, okay? Yeah, so right now there's a little bit of over-analysis paralysis with regards to the Strength and the Three of Pentacles, because it was like this, there was something about this plan that didn't happen, and then you've got to understand that the Temperance and the Judgment card here supporting you, that angelic support, is just allowing you to trust that there are very many different roads in which you can take to get to the same space in time that you wish for. Make sense? So don't stress about this Two of Cups, okay? You've been, like, some of you have been in over-analysis paralysis of it. It was divinely guided and gifted to you, they're telling me. Anything else? Yeah. Okay. So don't stress about it. Yeah. You're on the same page. Do I need to show you again? You're on the same page. The moon cemented it in. However, just with these two cards, they just told me, Pisces, if you're drinking or drugging or taking plant medicines and things like that, perhaps it's not the greatest time while Neptune's in retrograde, just FYI. Neptune rules alcohol, medications, and things like that. So while it's retrograding, and you're a Pisces, so sun, moon, or rising, okay, it's probably not a great idea to indulge so much in those sorts of things. If you do, just make sure that it's, you know, under control, all right? Don't use it as an escape. Use it as a tool and a medicine and an assistant, you know. In shamanism, they call it an ally. Yeah, plant medicines especially. They're allies. They're teachers, yeah? So treat them with the respect they deserve and don't overindulge or abuse. Have a beautiful relationship with them, and then it will serve your journey to the best of its ability. So yeah, I just feel to add that in there. All right, so Pisces, I feel to wrap it up there. Thank you so much for being here. Please remember to check your sun, moon, or rising and your progress sun, moon, or rising. It's just as important. And if you want a one-on-one with me, please check out the description box below. You can book Zoom and FaceTime meetings with me through the book online section or the consult store for recorded offerings, and there's plenty there for you to choose from. So I would love for you to check it out, and it'd be an honor to serve. So yeah, I'm going to wrap it up there. Thanks again for being here. Have a beautiful week. Trust your process, and yeah, come back to this reading when you need. And let me know how it resonates and it pans out for the week. I'd love to hear it. All right. Thanks, everybody, and have a beautiful week. And I'll see you on the next video. Bye.